Previously on Agree to Disagree Gaming.
Yeah, what sort of creature is it?
These huge hulking werewolves, like 7 foot tall. Rudy, the last time you actually went up against the alphas, you lost your entire squad. There's a man sitting in the very back corner, like as far as he can, away from everybody, like the Mountain Longleaf National Wildlife Refuge.
So I believe it's a beautiful piece of country you got here.
While during this 20-minute drive, what's everyone in the van doing?
I'm
practice teleporting objects back and forth between my hands. I'm working on my big.
How's that going for you?
I don't know. It's up to you.
I don't know. You got to roll use magic.
Oh, it's under big magic.
Oh, it's under big magic?
Yeah, it says I can. You need to experiment with the spell. There will be a lot of failures before you get it right.
Well, that's a requirement for me to give you if you want to do something really big.
I want to work on teleporting objects.
All right.
I'm taking in the sights of the town and remembering various stores in case I have to go buy something in a pinch.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, go ahead.
It's not going well. It's not going well for you.
It's not a big town.
At one point, the teleporting is not going well for you. The town viewing is going quite well for you. But as Fumi's teleporting, you found like a pencil underneath one of the chairs.
Yeah.
So you're trying to teleport it. At one point, it is embedded in the upholstery now, like
Nice,
deep.
Exactly. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I want to read a bad situation as we drive by Fort McClellan.
Okay.
There's the base of Homeland
Roll me
Security.
read bad. All right.
It's been abandoned since 1995.
We get to hold one.
It doesn't. I don't know where it gives. It doesn't give me options.
Oh,
That's a town, actually. Anyway,
you can. It's
On the map.
what's my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? And what's the best way to protect the victims?
What's my biggest threat?
Definitely not anything going on at the army base. Like it seems as y'all drive past it, it doesn't seem like there's any alert going on. There's no high security, no unusually high security. It looks just kind of a average day at Fort McClellan.
Okay.
So whatever the danger is, it's definitely not there.
Okay. So the wolves aren't in and out of the army base.
No army wolves
Not
yet.
not that you're picking up as y'all drive past it.
Okay.
Phew. Yay, no army wolves.
Well, you get. It takes about 20 minutes or so to get to this point. And when you get to about here where it forks, you head south about a couple miles. So I'm going to say somewhere around here.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly how long these roads are. We're just guessing. And he pulls off and puts her in park, and he goes, "We going on foot from here, son." And he gets
Cool.
out and starts. He gets out, and I assume the van's not too far behind.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get out and do some stretches. Just get myself limbered up for this hike I'm about to go on.
He's watching you do your stretching, and he kind of chuckles to himself.
And as I'm doing, I'm like, it's important to stay limber.
And he's
I'm doing
taking us to
stretches
the
that-
side of the last attack.
I'm mostly making
Yeah,
it up.
yeah. And he goes, "Well, y'all ready to go on in?" He goes, "I'll take you to the spot."
Yes, please. After you, sir.
While we walk, I'd like to use magic again.
Okay.
I want to observe another place or time. Fuck.
Nope.
Get that experience.
You mark that experience. Yeah, you try to summon up magics, and there's just interference. Like you just can't seem to focus. You don't know if it's the clean fresh air or if it's the chirping of the birds, the whispering of the trees. Something's keeping you from being able to focus your magics. Ranger Young takes you on about a 25-minute hike to about this spot here.
Okay. And we're in the thick of it now, I'm assuming.
Yeah, like it's. I
We're
mean,
in the brush.
it's deep. It's deep forest, like, but it's pretty.
I have adopted this absolutely unearned air of confidence in my surroundings and the woods themselves.
Have we seen a lot of nature, like animals, birds?
Would you
Creatures.
once y'all roll me some investigate a mystery.
Any, all of us?
Any or all of us.
Ooh,
I'd like to help. I'd like to help out Ramiel in his investigations.
Will that help out?
I want to investigate it.
Oh, that's not a bad help out. He can get a +1, so that means that he got a 10.
I don't see shit.
Yeah, you're not a fan of this nature shit.
I got.
But you get experience.
Yep.
All right. So we've got Ramiel got 2 questions. Investigate mystery is 2, isn't it?
I got 3. Sorry, 2. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So
That's the
Yeah, Ramiel and Cali get 1, and Fumi gets 2s.
2 what? What, huh?
Ramiel gets 2 because
right. I gave him a
Joe helped him out.
+1.
Oh, that's a good point.
So
Well,
we got,
I'll let
so yeah.
Phil take one of the questions since he helped out. So
So we investigated
There you
the
go.
same general area, sort of. Okay.
I'll go with the obvious. What happened here when we get there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with the more where did it go, looking for more indications of where they went.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll take
after.
the obvious questions.
Where did it go and what happened here? What happened here at the location itself, and then where did it go? Where did they go after they left the location?
Yeah,
Both
that's
ways
what was
being
it- what
concealed.
was it going to do? So I guess that would answer that part of that question. That's one of mine.
Well, you never know. There might be something secret. It's got.
Yeah, that's why I'm getting the what is being concealed here.
There's also that. Yeah.
We
So all the fucking
all the
questions, Scotty.
Yeah.
They had- they
all-
can be-
All of them, except for what sort of creature is it?
Right.
What can it wait? What can hurt it?
Right.
I
And
still
what
have
can it
2,
do?
so I totally could do that.
Yeah, all the questions, Scotty. Just
Well, you could ask him and see what he thinks it is. What kind of
Spit
creature you
lore.
think it is?
Spout some lore.
It's like
Lore
I think it's one of
down.
them, what you call it, chupa thingies.
Didn't I
you start-
just tell you to quit making up animals?
Oh, poo, I'm out of water.
As you get to the clearing, you see the remnants of these 2 big deer, and yeah, it definitely looked like a pack of wild dogs just ripped these 2 deer to shreds. Like big old, I mean, there's legs missing. I mean, big old gashes through the body. One of them's head isn't even there anymore.
Mm.
I mean, it's a gruesome sight. What's being concealed here?
The werewolves in the bushes.
Yep. Callie,
Oh
you start
shit!
looking-
Really?
You start looking at the ground, and you know if there was as many things that at least a dozen werewolves attacking these 2 deer, that there should be some tracks somewhere. And you start kind of looking, and the ranger's looking at you real funny because you're like kind of down on the ground, focusing on the ground. He's looking really puzzled, like he's met some feds before, but nothing like the weird group of feds that he's getting to spend the afternoon with today.
I want to try to help her out by maybe, I don't know, or manipulate him
You can't
to
help.
like
No,
to,
nope,
to
there's
not
no
him
helping
not
out.
pay attention.
There's,
Okay.
there's no helping out at this point. We're still doing investigative mystery.
Okay.
You're helping
I mean,
me.
yeah, you're helping Ramiel anyway. You
Sure.
can't do two things at once. Like
Fair enough. Fair enough.
your attentions are focused on one thing. But you do notice, and this rolls into where did it go? You see some tracks. It's hard to see. Like, it looks like they were really well covered, but the tracks are heading off to the northeast, and they are large paws. But there's also you find two set of distinct, like, large paws, but then there's a couple of like boots. But you can't really tell if those belong to like the rangers that were investigating around here, or if they were along with the werewolves.
We can have them stand next to a ranger stand next to a boot print or something.
I was going to say, I'll just ask him. Has there been anybody else been out here to the site?
He
Since you
said
discovered
earlier-
it?
Oh, you said
Just
earlier
made a
that
couple-
others had came out. Yeah.
Yeah, just me and a couple of my partners.
Okay.
You know, anytime there's a wild animal attack like this, we got to make sure that
Sure.
we're worried about the safety for the general public. We don't want good folk wandering through the woods and get mauled by a bear. I mean, imagine the news report on that.
I shudder to think. No, absolutely. Yeah, I understand.
I'd like to read a bad.
Okay, read a bad.
I'll help him read the bad situation.
Yeah, roll help out.
Oof.
Nope.
Thanks for nothing.
Actually, worse than nothing, right? On a 5.
It's just a failure all around. All right.
You also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
That's on a 7 and 9.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
I see. Yeah. It doesn't say
Uh,
it's
um,
level 7.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Read your bad situation there, Brian.
Oh, I
I
can
get-
help out. That's all right.
I get one.
Yes. Yeah. Hold one.
Well, I have to go with, are there any dangers we haven't noticed?
You start focusing your mental facilities in the area, and you've done this enough that you can block out like the people immediately around you. So you block them out, and you block the ranger out, and you're getting this feeling like you're being watched.
Draw my 9mm. And I double check that I have the silver bullets in it. Okay, guys, be on your
Ranger's
toes.
kinda-
We're not
Ranger's
alone
kinda
out here.
oblivious.
I want to read a bad situation.
I'll use my telepathy to warn the rest of the party, not the ranger, that we're not alone
There you
out
go.
here.
I want
There
to.
you go.
I
I
want.
like that.
I want to read a bad situation.
I would.
Roll me read a bad.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
You just hate this nature shit.
I do.
Okay. I would like to attempt to manipulate the.
There we go.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Petey. My bad.
Let's see.
Yeah, everyone gets this voice, gets Callie's voice in their head going, hey, we're not alone out here. Something's watching us.
I'm gonna say we aren't looking to get out. What's our best way in?
Their
Follow those
bellies?
tracks. Yeah. Follow the tracks that
Follow
Cali
the yellow
discovered.
brick road. Sorry.
Heading northeast.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna arm myself, armor up, and weapon up.
Yeah. I just imagine that you're all kind of standing there and you've got this "we're not alone" thought in your head, and you start prepping yourselves.
You're
The sheriff,
all
the ranger.
going to die down here.
And this is the point at which I would turn to the sheriff and put my my hand on his shoulder and point towards his weapon, because I don't know what he has, and say, okay, so This is now the time in which that will be necessary. And I'm going to point to whatever weapon he has. I assume that he's got like his sidearm or what have you.
Yeah, he's got a sidearm.
I'm going to say,
Pistol.
don't freak out,
And
but
it's not a silvered sidearm.
you're going to
He
need
doesn't need
that.
to know that.
It'll still slow him
Um,
down a little. It won't.
And
It won't stop
also,
him
this is
from
very important, and this is where I'm going to attempt to manipulate him. I'm going to say, if I tell you to, if I tell you to go, you need to go, because if you don't, you will die. And then I'm going to use manipulate somebody.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right, mixed success. So they'll do it, but only if you do something for them right now to show you mean it. He goes, I mean, when the feds say you may need that bad boy. I mean, we don't mess around, but well, I mean, son, what do you think's out there?
I'm just going to give him the ominous. You wouldn't believe me if I told you, but here in a few minutes you may believe.
Okay, but I kind of wish you'd tell me what it is we're fixing to go shoot. I mean, I thought this was just with some bear. I mean,
I look over my shoulder and I say,
really
dogs.
Dogs. I'm just going to take I'm going to look at her and pause for a second, just turn to look at him and say dogs. It's a ravenous pack of large dogs that have actually been known to be making their way through various places across the country, and somehow they found their way into this particular locale.
I'm gonna need you to roll me to manipulate someone again.
Okay, no problem. I will. Oh, yes!
He goes, shit, damn rabies get everything all screwed
Well, that's the
up.
primary concern, is that they are rabid. But also because there
Yeah, we
apparently is enough of them that they've been messing with local livestock and
Wildlife.
ecosystems and such. Yeah.
Wildlife? I mean, they're livestock? They're
Well, in some
eating the
places.
cows?
In some places, they've been reported.
Not here. Gotcha.
Can I
We're trying to-
use magic to enhance my sense of smell beyond human limitations by
You
using
sure
hand
can.
gestures to try to smell the dogs out?
All right, Kiba.
You're gonna howl.
Do I get to pick my glitch, or do you just like pick that if it
That-
fails?
Yeah, you pick a
It fails,
glitch
yeah.
too.
I
if
would
it-
pick
if you
that
get
it
the mixed
draws
success.
the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Well,
you have to roll.
roll your use magic
You
first.
gotta fail.
And then
Yeah. Okay, so that's what I asked. I'm sorry. I thought you. Okay.
Yeah, you
no
got
need
10.
to. Go,
No glitch.
No glitch.
Can I use magic too?
You're a professional. What?
It's giving me the option for
And so I get a
use
+1
magic.
going forward now, whatever that means. So on my next roll, I get a +1. Anytime I succeed on magic, I get a +1 forward.
Yeah, that's
Yes,
nice.
on your next use magic check. Yes.
Pretty dope.
Okay, so do I locate them?
As he's sniffing the air,
Yeah, I literally just take a deep breath, one big deep breath in.
as he's sniffing the air, I'm gonna
Yeah,
lean
you-
close to the ranger and whisper to him like, "They call him the dog catcher." There's no one quite like him. He's got this crazy innate ability just to track down the dogs and know exactly what they're thinking and when they're
Oh
thinking
my
it.
god.
I'm sorry, I'm done.
I love
I'm done.
it.
I'm
I
done.
still love it. Yeah. Fumi, you're a professional monster hunter. Summoning up this spell, it's just like blinking your eyes. You just will it into existence, and you catch the whiff. You know the unmistakable whiff of a werewolf.
And like how
And you
how close? Right. on
I mean,
top of
it's it's a faint smell, but you're pretty sure that you can follow it to its source.
Oh, so they're not watching us necessarily? That's what I was trying to smell out, because we're being watched.
Oh, okay.
That feeling. I mean, I know I'm
Yeah,
smelling
okay.
werewolf everywhere too, and I could probably follow the trail. But am I smelling anything nearby that was like watching us? Because Brian was like, "We're not alone" in my head, so I was like,
Roll me investigate the mystery. I want, and no question of all. We'll see what comes up with.
"Oh, I do have a +1 forward."
I have a question.
11.
Yes, Kira.
Are we using the alternative weird moves or no?
You may.
Okay.
If you don't want to use magic as your weird move, you're welcome to pick one of the other ones to use instead.
Past lives.
No, you can't.
It's
You can't
so
switch
funny.
once you pick one. That you're stuck with it.
Okay.
Replace
It's not a
regular use
not a
magic.
switch around, but
That's pretty cool.
it's a
that the other
substitution.
ones- Weird science. Oh. So I got an 11 on my
Yeah, you
investigate.
as you're kind of sniffing the air, you catch the whiff that's it's really strong, and it smells like it's like maybe 100 yards from you.
All right, as soon as I catch the scent, I'm like running in that direction.
All right. You start sprinting in that direction.
I would like to use magic to increase my speed. I'm
Okay.
pretty much trying to use magic anytime you let me.
Yeah.
I want to
Rogue
like
use magic. You're
yeah.
I mean,
I
you
want
are
to
a witcher, I
bound
mean,
like through the trees and stuff.
Naruto
you're
style.
basically
Yeah,
the Witcher.
I'm doing
so
hand
yeah, you
signals
can
just
totally-
constantly.
Rogue, you use magic. All right, with that +1 forward, that makes it a 10. So yeah, you are able to increase your speed and agility,
Okay.
and you start just taking off like everyone. Ruby, he is almost that same speed that you are. Like, I mean, he's fast. Like, he just takes off. Everyone, you just watch him just take off into the woods, which is
Oh, there he
with
goes.
speed like you've
I
never
guess I
seen.
tail him.
And the ranger
I guess
looks
we're-
at everyone,
we're
and
running
goes,
after him.
I guess the dog catcher found his scent,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Yeah.
starts taking off
I
with
want to
y'all.
nod at him.
While I'm tailing him, I'd like to use magic to enchant my gun.
Okay, well, use magic.
No.
Success. What's your glitch?
Okay, yeah, I'm going to enchant my weapon. It gets +1 harm and plus magic. And my glitch, is going to be the magic draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Yeah. It explodes with
yeah,
light.
flash.
It's just like a flashlight now. Light
Glowing
shows.
gun. Whoops.
Yeah, glowing gun.
Yeah, like as everyone's kind of taking
Park
off.
Ranger starts
after-
running.
Yeah, the ranger immediately notices that your gun is like glowing, and he's like, "What in the hell is that?"
The dog killer.
The man
I've
with the
never
golden gun.
We don't have time for this. We need to focus. We're not safe right now.
No, now is the time to get out of here.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what
yeah,
one of you
yeah.
need to say. Just let this guy go away. Like back to your ex.
Yeah.
sir.
Get back to the van.
Back to the van.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be watching you from now on because that's something he's never seen before.
Oh,
Not the guy
I
bolting
think-
off 100
I
miles
think
an
we'll
hour.
well surpass glowing gun by the time we're done with this dude. So I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So Fumi, you take off in that quick sprint, and within, let's see, what did I say, 100 yards. So how long does it take to run 100 yards normally? If you're
6
peak
seconds. Yeah, like 6 seconds. Like 6 to 12 seconds.
Yeah, it takes
I mean,
you
peak,
about.
that's probably
8
faster than peak. It's probably like 8 seconds max. I don't know.
It takes you about, we'll say about 8 seconds, and you catch this werewolf.
9.58 seconds is the world record by Usain Bolt in 2009.
Okay,
Well,
well,
you
let's say you're-
magically increase your speed.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Usain Bolt's not magic.
I don't know.
So let's say in 6 seconds, you
Yeah.
take off across through the woods, sure-footed, no fumbling,
Sniffing
no
all
stumbling,
the
no
way.
nothing.
Arms akimbo.
You
no,
get
they're
up,
up, one in front of my hand, one's in front of my
Naruto
face.
running.
Dabbing through the air.
Yeah, pretty much.
Doing the fucking Naruto run.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a
Through the
large
trees.
rock, and you see a werewolf sitting on top of this large rock, and it sees you,
Awesome.
and all of its fur, like the tackles, just kind of stand up, and it starts growling at you. And it sees you, and it bounds off the rock at you. So roll me act under pressure.
Oh, at me?
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh,
dang.
just
Okay,
a
that's
jump
fine.
to
That's
shit.
good. That's good. That's good. And I have +1 because I have the going forward thing.
It's only for use magics.
It's,
I
it's
use
only for you
magic. I used magic. It's +1.
act under pressure?
Oh.
It's act under pressure.
Yeah, but wait, it just says +1 forward. It doesn't say on magic. If I use magic, I get +1 forward, and the last thing I did was use magic. Does that know how that works?
They know what
Oh, I don't know. Link the flavor
click
to it.
the-
I ain't.
click the flavor text, but I think it's a plus because it's mystic. That
It
makes
says
tells me
every
that
time you successfully use magic, take
use
+1
magic
forward.
take +1 forward. Yes.
Okay.
That just means that you get a +1 on your next check.
Which is my next check now. That's what I'm saying. So do I get it?
No,
Yeah.
No, technically, though, your
it
next check
reads-
would have been
it
the
reads
magic.
Every
No, I
time
just
you
ran
successfully
magic
use
again.
magic,
Yeah.
I'm reading it as mystic. That means it's all magic property stuff. So it's every time you successfully use magic, take +1 forward. That +1 forward applies to your use magic check. Because
So on my next use magic, is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
you
so I
have
want to
+1 forward on
magically
use magic.
act under pressure.
No.
I got an 8 then. I
Uh,
got an 8 then. Because I added the +1 to this, so I got an 8.
Okay, so 8 is mixed success. Give
I
you
think that's a
a
mixed
worst
success on
outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. You can dodge and avoid the werewolf pouncing at you, but unfortunately, you're going to stumble.
No, I want to try to
and-
take the hit and grasp him. I want to try to.
Well, it's my choice.
toughen
Yeah,
him.
no, you understand,
Oh,
Joel. I'm
okay.
giving you the option. here.
Dang. Okay, I
These
got
are your
you.
options. You either
Okay.
can either take the hit
Okay.
and take harm,
Okay.
or you can avoid harm and basically lose your footing on the ground below you, and you get knocked prone. And it's going to basically be on top of you.
Oh, that's fine. I'll do that. Be prone on the ground, and it'll be on top of me.
Okay. Yeah, it takes a leap at you, and it kind of just you slide underneath it, but the forest floor is kind of
Uh-huh.
slick under your boots, and your feet kind of fly out from underneath you, and you land, and the werewolf is more or less standing over you, staring, breathing on you.
Okay. Do I get
Am
an
I
action, or what do we do?
close enough to
Somebody
see?
else?
Now
Am I
you-
in
you
range
can-
for a bullet?
It's been 6 seconds.
I'm the fastest, right? Other than him. Oh, he
Yeah.
is. Him. I want to be right behind him, and when he falls and the werewolf is on top or leaning over him, I want to attack to get him back.
Okay. But yeah, to answer your question, Brian, yeah, you're close enough to you see it. Like as you get close enough, you watched the werewolf pounce at him. That's how close you were to him.
Cuckoo.
Like you're within eyesight.
Gotcha.
All right, Kira, Roman kick some ass.
It's an ass. Fuck yeah. Coming again to say the
Motherfucker, deal.
Kira. Fuck yeah.
It's a mixed
God damn it.
success.
You're gonna hurt
Yeah,
each
you-
other. Gonna
You
hurt.
sprint up to it, and you see looks like it's fixing to try to eat Humi's face,
Mm-hmm.
and you just you rake those claws across its back.
Mm-hmm.
So what's your damage? And add a +1. No, I'll deal with the silver. So what's your damage on your claws?
So crazy.
2 harm.
Okay. Yeah, you come up behind it and you just bring your claws through its back, and you hear the satisfying sizzle that you haven't heard in quite some time as your silver nails just just cut gashes across this thing's back, and it wheels in pain, and it turns around and it backhands you, and it deals you 3 harm.
Brian, you want to
Nice.
fire next before I go? Or do you want?
I have this all under control, guys. You don't have to waste your ammo.
Quick question, just a sidebar. Has this trooper seen any of this yet?
I assume you and him are kind of bringing up the rear.
We are definitely bringing up the rear.
I thought he was leaving.
I thought he was going to the van.
You thought that the trooper kept up with your 6-second 100-yard dash?
No, we thought he went to the
I
van.
didn't say anything. I just thought y'all tell him.
No, we're kind of, yeah.
This is the time to run. You know that time I was talking about? This is that time.
Yeah. Has he noticed, if we're in the rear, that he has, I guess my question is, do I see this, and does he see any of this? I'm trying to ascertain if he has, because if not, I'm going to get him like, get down! I'm going to give him one of those.
I mean, you're not close enough, but you can see some kerfufflage happening ahead of you.
I'm going to dive behind the nearest large object and say, get down! And have him like come with me, basically.
Yeah, he follows your lead and ducks
Okay.
down behind.
Right.
You can manipulate him.
I didn't even have to. He just did it.
Get those kill rolls in.
He just did it. I mean, I don't even have to. I don't even have to though, because he did it.
Oh, Scotty.
Yeah.
You make an action now,
Yo.
Scotty?
Because I'm immortal, I only got 2 harm.
You only think you're
Like,
immortal?
you keep up with your own harm.
Okay.
I mean nothing.
So you just keep up with your own harm.
30 buttons.
Put
I
it in your sheet. All right. So Pete, Brian, Joel, what are y'all doing?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I was
use
just a
magic to
werewolf.
trap him. I'm gonna use magic to trap a creature.
let me shoot him.
Yeah.
That's a
Brian,
12.
Okay. So that'll go off. What are the other two doing?
Brian's gonna shoot, then I'm gonna go stab it.
Well, what? He's trapped.
Yeah, I guess if he's trapped,
It's-
I'm gonna
well,
actually change my.
Well,
The chains
well,
came
then-
out of the ground and wrapped around his like 4 appendages.
All
Wait,
right.
so I'm confused. Are we
Yes.
not killing the werewolf then? 'Cause, I mean, that seems like a perfect opportunity to dispatch the werewolf.
I'm gonna actually, since he's trapped, I'm gonna use magic.
Yeah, now we have options though. We can like manipulate him.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
8 to communicate
Well, I mean-
with something I do not share a language with.
Some of us can manipulate him, where one of us can manipulate him.
Surely you can communicate with this guy, Brian. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go.
Don't I get something special on the 12 or no? Not on magic. Oh
You
yeah,
can-
you offer some added benefit. You're supposed to offer me some added benefit.
Nope. That is an
No?
advanced move. You do not have advanced. Use magic.
That doesn't work like that? I thought it was just on a plus 12.
No, when you level up, you can unlock those.
The ability that makes that happen.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not set in there. It's like the better version of your magic.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
I'm going to do this also. If he's trapped,
Oh, I see. Nice.
Okay. All right, Pete, you doing anything?
If it gives Brian problems during the investigation, I shall soothe it.
Okay.
with your giant pole arm,
Yeah, with my pole arm.
I'm going to pick its nose.
With my voice.
All right. So this is what happens. Humi's laying underneath it, and in that second that it backhands Ruby, you summon up a containment spell, and these chains, ethereal chains, come into existence and just hold it in place. Like it wraps around its arms and its legs and its chest and just kind of incapacitates it.
Yep.
While Fumi's underneath
All
it
right.
still?
No, I think he.
Okay. I was like, wait.
It's distracted. I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
it had something that
I was
just slashed
worried for a
across
second. I
its
was like, wait, we
back.
got to get him out of there. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Cali, when it's secure, you move up to it, and it's trying to thrash against its bindings, but it's just not having it. That hoot magic, that's some good stuff.
Yeah.
But it's snarling at you.
Yeah, I want to use use magic to communicate with something I do not share a language with.
Yep.
And the glitch,
Did you fail?
I rolled an 8.
It's
a
mixed
mixed
success.
Oh, you're back up there. I see.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with take 1 harm, ignore armor, but I'm also going to refer to my bad luck charm, so somebody else takes the one harm.
Do you pick?
I don't care.
I don't think it's Scotty who
But you
picks.
didn't miss, did you?
He had a mixed success, which means there's a bad. It happens, but there's a bad side to it happening.
Use magic and miss. Backlash never affects you directly if there's
Like-
someone else around to
yeah.
hit.
Oh, I see. 'Cause it
Whenever you
didn't-
attempt to do things, a 1 to 6 means you fail completely. 7 through 9 means you do what you wanted, but there's bad side effects thereof. And most of the time, a 10 or higher means you do it with no problems, typically.
Yeah, but this just says and a miss, so that's what I was saying.
Yeah, sometimes the wording is not great.
Yeah, but,
It's like,
but the backlash kind of makes it make sense because he gets a backlash even on the mixed results.
Right.
so who gets the harm,
The,
Scotty?
well, the two closest people are Ruby and Humi, and obviously the werewolf. But Brian, roll me evens or odds. Evens is Joel, and odds is Kira.
Bitch, son of a bitch.
Hmm.
Ah, Gotti. Bye bye, Kira.
All right, Kira, you take
It's
you
one
take
harm,
and-
ignore him.
Oh well, because
Can I-
because
can I
I've
help
had
Brian
no
and actually send her back to her plane.
But-
Oh, sorry. What?
because I'm immortal. I actually take one less harm, so I don't take any harm.
Yeah, 'cause
Nice,
it's not.
good play, good play.
Yep.
We're the best at this.
Yeah, you feel like something like hit you in the shoulder for some weird reason.
And you
You
just
don't see anything
contracted
else around.
lycanthropy.
Demon werewolf. Fuck me.
All right, Brian. So yeah, you can communicate with this here werewolf.
Why are you here? I guess I'm going to manipulate it. I want to get some questions out of this fucker.
I mean,
Okay. Yeah, roll manipulate someone.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, do you have
I was about to say,
anything that
I
talks to
don't-
monsters? Do you?
Oh,
I was
no, I
about to say,
can't.
like, normal people can't.
Yeah.
I hate to be the
Yeah.
guy, but that's like you're stepping on my shtick there, man. I can do that,
Okay.
but
Yeah, you can just talk to it.
You can. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
But I will sing the song of my people while you do so.
I fucking love it.
Actually, I want to do you one better.
I'm gonna get out
Okay.
from underneath it. Just FYI.
Yeah.
I'm going to use magic and I'm going to banish a spirit or curse from the person, object, or place it inhabits. And I want to
Okay.
cure him of his lycanthropy.
Ah.
Okay. What's your glitch?
Is that a curse?
Okay. I mean, it's up to
Say
Scott.
lycanthropy is a curse.
Definitely. I would argue that it would be considered a curse.
I want to
Yeah.
try that.
I'm going to go with...
Unwelcome attention.
I take one harm, ignore armor.
All right.
Nice.
But because of your thing,
I see what's happening.
Well,
Here.
now
Brian.
there's
I don't like
now there's three people. No, there's three people around you now because.
Oh, okay. I'll roll a D6 then.
Just roll a D3.
Okay.
I'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
one.
D3. Yeah. Joel is 1, Kira's 2, Petey's 3.
Don't you roll a 1, you son of a bitch.
mm,